Hi everyone. My name is Miao NLI, and welcome to the Aperture 1.8 changelog video. And this is Chunk7, who will demonstrate the new features with me. And thanks to BaiHuo Shiraka for helping us make this video. Let's get started. Just like the BB 2.5 update, this update includes many useful new features that can greatly improve your productivity. So first off, this update addresses some important legacy issues. Prior to Aperture 1.8, camera profiles were calculated based on where the player was standing, which prevented you from aligning the center of the screen to the edge of the block with an integer y-axis value. And, if you use Metamorpho's morph feature or other mods that may modify your eye height, your camera will also change with eye height. With this update, all camera profiles are calculated with the player's head coordinates, so when you dig up some ancient camera profiles, they will be positioned lower. At this point, you can add a global translate modifier and set the y-axis offset to 1.62. Of course, you can also just add 1.62 to the y-axis of the camera fixture as well. The second issue is that if you accidentally vanish into the void when you are editing the camera, then you will probably die as a result. But don't worry, after this update, you will be able to safely roam the underground world. Next up is the new camera modifier called Dolly Zoom, as known as Hitchcock Zoom. Previously, we needed to make careful adjustments to the camera's FOV and shift value to barely achieve the Dolly Zoom shot. After this update, the only thing you need to do is add a Dolly Zoom modifier for the camera fixture. Then, estimate the distance between the camera start point and the subject, which is almost 5 blocks away here. So we enter 5. After that, we just need to set the FOV parameter to achieve a perfect Dolly zoom. Next, keyframes now include a new parameter axis called distance. It's quite similar to the Dolly fixture, but goes beyond it. For example, if we want to shoot around this cow, you can set the XYZ position to where the cow is standing, and then use the pitch, yaw, and distance to achieve a cool wraparound shot. Also, there is a small change to McLib. The zooming of dope sheets now scales according to the mouse position. And finally, it is the most highlighted feature of this update. Since Aperture 1.4.2 brought us the manual focus feature. But only if you made some proper changes to the shader pack, which was a roadblock to manual focus for us. So, this update adds more rendering parameters to the keyframe panel. It includes the original rendering parameters, Optifine's shader rendering parameters, and even some of the configurations of shader packs themselves. Which means you can download a shader pack and control most of the options in it through the keyframe feature to achieve sunrise and sunset, sun tilt, some special effects, and our manual focus shots. Let's say you have the BSL 8.1 shader loaded. First, we need to enable the depth of field effect in the shader options, post effects, and then return to our camera editor. We can first adjust the strength of the depth of field, known as DOF, to make the focusing process a little more obvious. Then we will set keyframes for the focus point parameter. And there you go. Note that, I don't think it's compatible with all current and future shader packs, given how the keyframe implementation of the shader configuration parameter works, so I've added an option to disable this feature. If you're experiencing a situation where shaders aren't working properly, try disabling it first and see if that fixes the problem. In addition, there are a number of entity selector related optimizations that Keyframe is working on over time. You can go to the link in the description for the full changelog. That's the end of this video. I hope this update will make it easier for you to make more fantastic videos. And goodbye.